This company is currently recruiting healthcare assistants, support workers, living carers to the UK, and they are offering certificates of sponsorship. I'm going to show you how you can apply to this company so that you increase your chances of getting this job with them, what you need to include in your CV, and how you can go about the application process. So let's get into it. Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Linda, and on this channel I share information about nursing abroad, getting jobs abroad, remote job opportunities worldwide. So if you're interested in any of those, be sure to subscribe and always come back. So today's company mentioned categorically on their website that if you are overseas and looking for care worker job opportunities in the UK, that they are happy to consider your application. So this is for the role of full-time or part-time healthcare assistants, support workers, and they said it's to look after clients that are aged 18 years plus. That means is adults. And looking at what they mentioned here, he said within their own homes and local community, meaning it can also be a living carer position. So the location for this job is in Canterbury, Kent, UK. And they also mentioned that you may have to travel to another location. And the hours, they are actually very flexible, which is interesting. You can choose to work days or nights, and they have 8-hour shifts, they have 12-hour shifts, they have Monday to Friday, and they also have weekend shifts. Their salary is actually good. They're offering 10 to 13 pounds per hour, which is actually good, and this is something that you can also use to apply for your visa because it's within the range for health and care worker visa. And they have their contact details, they have their phone, their email, and their WhatsApp. But in my opinion, if you are contacting anyone for job, the safest way is either phone or email, because WhatsApp is somehow encrypted. So to be safe, I'll always recommend you call them or you email them. And remember that these companies are new. Some of them are getting their license newly, and you want to be very careful when you are applying with them. Remember to stay safe. If they are requesting for money or anything, it is a red flag. So stay safe as you are applying. These jobs are supposed to be free of charge. Now let me show you how you can apply for this job and increase your chances of getting selected. Okay, so let's look at some of their specifications and their requirements. So here you find that they mention that they need someone who is kind and caring, that has positive attitude, willing to learn, supportive, passionate, and the rest of them. And for their documents, they need a photo ID, that's your passport, driver's license, birth certificate. They need your passport to still be current and still has more than a year before it expires. They said NVQ level 4 and not 8 certificates, a good driver's license, IELTS UKVI of score of 6.5, police clearance, TB, COVID vaccine. So looking at the person specification and the eligibility to give you a clue on what is expected. So in your skill section, you try to bring out all these things that they are expecting: the willingness to learn, your passion to care, your good communication skills, your relational skills, and all of that. And then in your eligibility, even if you don't have NVQ level 4, but you have a degree or you have whatever certificate and some experience in healthcare, you try to bring in what you have, the kind of experience you have, the kind of patients you have looked after. And remember, they mentioned that it's for adults, right? 18 years plus. So you mentioned that you have worked with adults that need additional needs, and you are able to look after them whether in their community or in their own homes. And you bring out all these other skills that maybe confidentiality, privacy, and respect, and all of that. You make sure you bring it in your CV. And if you have a cover letter, you try to also give examples of patients that you have looked after before, someone that has additional needs, that is an adult that you looked after, and they gave you positive feedback like the way you respect them irrespective of how they are, the way you cared for them, your attitude towards work, that you are always committed and all of that. So you try to bring in all those things in your cover letter and in your CV as well. You also mention that you have the potential, you have the dream to move on in your career in healthcare, and you are willing to get MVQ level 4 even though you don't have it right now. Make it a very strong application so that you have this competitive edge. They will be able to actually look at your CV critically. And if you are finding this challenging and you can look for somebody to have a look at your CV, don't just rush all this application, because there's no need applying for a bunch of job openings and you are not getting a positive response. Every of your application, try to make it as strong as possible so that even if you don't get it, deep down in your heart that you gave it your best shot. So what I can say is that all these new opportunities that are coming up, I also came across another one that I will share maybe tomorrow or next. So I'm going to share as many of these new ones and these companies that are beginning to get their licenses, so that you have more opportunities to apply. And I plead with you to really sit down and make all your applications strong enough. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please remember to share, like, subscribe, and always come back for more. All the best in everything that you're doing and going to do this year, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.